got to thank you for joining Games with Names presented by WynnBET. And we got to give you your flowers. He's number 34, but he's
Oh, you
number
got flowers for
1.
me.
Huh? I'm always giving you flowers, Big Papi.
10-time All-Star, 7-time Silver Slugger, Boston Icon, 3-time World Series champion. This was the first one we're covering today.
Mr. Clutch.
One of the most clutch athletes. It pained me how clutch he was. You knew if he was coming up in the playoffs, I was like, fuck. You see him on deck and you'd just be like, oh, Big Papi's coming up.
His stats, the ALCS, 31 at-bats, 12 hits, 3 dingers, 11 RBIs, a .457 on-base percentage, and a .387 average. Just smoked the Yankees for one of the most iconic comebacks from one comeback guy to another. Thank you once again, Big Papi, my older brother, for joining us here. Man, you got to take us back to 2004, going into this series. What was Big Papi all about?
First of all, you know I'm a big fan of yours, brother. You know that you made me happy so many times. And I had to see you running the balls, man. I was like, this motherfucker must be the guy with the biggest ball on earth because he ain't that big and he run through everybody like he's King Kong. Man, like I say, like I always admire you because you lived your heart and soul in that field. And for us Patriot fans, man, that means a lot. And based on what you just told me, I feel you. I feel you because I feel exactly the same way about yourself. And going back to the 2004 uh, playoff and World Series, like I'm working for Fox now and I'm doing the playoff and stuff like that. And like I've been doing that for years, but I had got excited twice while I've been working on TV. And it was once was Juan Soto and a bat that he had a couple of years ago in the World Series against just my boy Justin Verlander, and he Justin Verlander throw a high fastball, and he was. You see how they put the square in the strike zone during the game? The ball was about an inch above the strike zone, and the umpire went ball, and I saw Juan Soto John ass basically telling the catcher, bring it down a little, and I show you if that is a strike or not. Same pitch, an inch down. He hit that ball to the back wall, like over all the fans. And I was like, damn, that's some gangster shit. And then the other day, my boy Bryce Harper hitting that home run against San Diego just to finish them. That was some gangster shit too. So what I'm trying to tell you is you don't live those memories so much nowadays for many reasons. But one of them, I don't think, I think the talents is there. There's a lot of youngster in the game right now with incredible talent, but they haven't burned roads yet. They haven't burned bridges yet. For you to get to be at that level, you have to burn bridges. You have to have experience. You have to know. Like in my days, to play in the big league, there's no way you can stay in the big league hitting 200. No fucking way. Now, if you go through every other teams, more likely half of the lineup is hitting over 200. Barely. You know what I'm saying? So there is a problem that needs to be fixed. I know that that's why they want you to be 18, 19, 20 to play in the big league right now. But at the same time, there is not that punishment, I don't think, that tells you that if you are hitting 150, you need to start it all over. Because that's what makes us so good back then. Hey, you're hitting 150, you're not at this level yet. Work your ass up down there. And whenever you figure out how to be able to hit, I bring you up. But they just let the guy now. They just figure it out in the big league, and some guys get to figure it out. Some other take longer. You know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes when I sit down and watch this playoff, man, it take me a minute to to run through my emotion because I pretty much know what is coming. Struggle after struggle after struggle. Look at what they did to the look at what Houston did to the Yankees. You tell me about it. First of all, in the first couple of games, they had 30 strikeout, 30 punch shot. Bro, you are one of the best. I mean, I know good pitching can stop good offense. Being said, you can't just go down like that. You just had to find a way to figure things out, especially in the playoff. And it seems like they never did. You know what I'm saying? And when you look around, it's more of the same thing. So
I was going to ask you, I mean, you talk about like burning bridges and like kind of finding yourself. Is there something that maybe you learned playing in Minnesota that you took with you to Boston?
oh man, I learned pretty much everything over there. Like, I mean, and it probably was the best thing that happened to me because I always had the talent to hit. The thing is that I was in the wrong crowd. Seems like because when I first got to Minnesota, they basically want me to be a punching jury. To be honest with you, the way they teach, they want to teach me how to do things. It wasn't it wasn't lined up with the thing that I was capable of. Like I was coming through the minor league hitting 30 bombs, hitting over 300, getting all kinds of RBIs and shit. Like in the minor league. If you look at my number in the minor league, I show what my career was gonna be like. And then I get to Minnesota and everything kind of changed. They want me to hit the ball opposite field, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just, I'm a power hitter. You need to give me the freedom to swing because that's what they do with kids nowadays. And it's not like I totally agree with the way they do kids nowadays because they basically want to tell them that striking out is not such a thing. And to me, when you strike out over 100 times, you're not helping me. That's the way I was teach. You hit 40 homers, you strike out 200 times, you miss at least 100 opportunity to help me out. And to me, that's critical because then if you don't pay attention to that, why the Yankees are sitting at home now? Because it was strike after a strike after a strike after a strike out. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia might give Houston a better battle, and it's because they put the ball in play more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna make the difference. The series about to start to begin. Watch.
Small ball.
Philadelphia don't have the team offensively that the Yankees have. But I guarantee you they're gonna give Houston a better fight. You know why? Because they're not trying to hit homer at every at bat.
Not everyone's
They're
Big
gonna try to
Papi.
put the ball in play.
Not everyone's Big Papi. Not everyone could just go up there and fucking hit home runs, all right? That's what the world needs to know. Okay? Not everyone just hits dingers and fucking walk-offs like Papi. There needs to be some doubles. There need to be some singles, okay?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and even myself, that hit over 500 homers in the big league. Very few times I went to the play hitting. Very few times I went to the play thinking about hitting a home run, and it happened. Very few times.
Hey, you're preaching to the
What
choir.
I'm trying to tell you is,
I used to just,
what
hey,
I'm trying,
I was like a doubles guy. I just converted third downs, okay? The homers were Gronk. Gronk hit the homers. In the red area, he is getting the
yes,
touchdowns. I'm getting that.
yes. Now you have the punching Judy trying to hit homer. That's what they get to be teach. So it gets a little complicated sometimes when it comes down to it. That's why you're gonna see so many strikeouts. That's why you're gonna see so many low batting average. It's crazy.
David,
It's crazy.
David, I got to ask you, how strong was the hatred between the Yankees and the Red Sox? Do you think about, the July 2004 A-Rod and Veritek brawl? You think about the Pedro throwing Don Zimmer to the ground, which, many have called an act of cowardice.
I call it self-defense. The guy was going into the Lion's Den. You can't come into the Lion's Den and not expect not get
Nah,
bit.
yeah,
What you think
yeah.
about that?
And even Mr. Zimmerman, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
That was one of my guys. He know that he make a mistake doing that. He apologized afterward later on.
I would
He let
argue
his
that Pedro
emotions.
made the mistake. That was an old man he threw.
Hey,
Nah, but you know what though? It doesn't matter how old you are. You don't cross the line, brother.
don't cross the line.
You don't cross the line. Don't cross the line.
You
Don't
win.
you
You
don't
know
cross.
there's fireworks going on. Don't light another one
Do
because
not.
it's not gonna end up being good.
Did you guys hate each
You know what
other's?
I'm saying?
You and the Yankees? Did you hate each other this
Nah,
time?
no. Matter of fact, in my era was when everything come down to be what it is nowadays. You don't see that many brawls. You don't see that many fights. I basically started that up because my game wasn't about hitting anyone. My game was about beating you. I don't fucking play for the. I don't work for the WWF to be fucking swinging at people out there and fucking doing it. No.
That's
That's not baseball.
not baseball.
You don't send the right message when you do that to the kids watching. In football, yeah, you whoop ass and you get your ass beat. That's the game. It's contact. It's aggressive. That's part of football. WWF, yes, but in baseball, is who is better than who. You know what I'm saying? All game come down to it. But in baseball, the contact part of is very limited. And now all this rule and stuff, because you don't wanna get into a bra. All of a sudden, a guy making 30 million missed 3 months based on getting injury because of it. You know that our salary, our contract is guaranteed, but we have an insurance company right behind it. So if a guy get injured because of a fight, the insurance company had to take over the contract, and the insurance company don't like that because we ain't there to fight. We are there to play the game the way it's supposed to be. But I
Exactly.
guess insurance company have emphasized a lot on MLB on that, on having all this rule. Even when they throw a pitch close to you nowadays, you get a warning for that. You know
Softened
what I'm
up.
saying?
It's definitely it's softened up, Big Papi. But let's
It's more of a competition. I mean, I know they have crossed the line in some of the things, basically changing the nature of the game, like the sliding thing at second base, just because what happened with Chase Utley a couple of years ago, this and that. I know that was dirty, and there's better way, but breaking double play to me is part of the nature of the game.
taking out the home plate. Buster
Yeah,
Posey.
knocking the guy out, home plate call, that's part of the game.
I love that.
I did
I
not know
mean,
this.
catchers know that is coming.
I did not know this was an
Defend
insurance
yourself.
issue, though. That's such a bummer for fans to hear when you're like, get him. And they're like, no. We got an insurance
Well,
company
well,
might pull it.
well. I'm
Yeah.
not saying. Listen, let me clarify this. I'm not saying that they are changing everything because of it, but I think, in my mind, me thinking in my own bubble, I think that has something to do with.
Definitely. I bet it does. But Big
You know what I'm
Papi,
saying? I'm not saying that I'm 100% sure that's what it is, but me in my own bubble, I think that has something that had to do with, because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense that if I'm mad at you, I can go out there and hit you in the hand, hit you in the head, hit you whatever I feel like it, because of my emotion that I'm going through. You go on the DL, and it's okay.
not okay.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So MLB had to, make sure that doesn't happen, and they're doing a good job based on that.
So back in 2003, you lose to the Yankees in 7. There's been the curse of the great Bambino ever since God knows when, 13 or whatever.
1919.
1919, right after the Titanic sunk. And going into this league, you guys, it's Francona's first year. You got a fucking clubhouse full of personalities. What made you guys vibe and fucking believe in each other to go out and think this is going to be the team after being down 3-0 to go in and fucking come back and win the series? What makes you, what was that?
Man, remember, got a whole bunch of idiot out there that we don't even. It was no fear. It was like, hey, listen, we just I mean, we hit bottom. There's only one way to go, back up. You know what I'm saying? They say that goes like, hey, it doesn't matter how many times they knock you down. What is important, how many times you learn how to get up. It worked perfectly for us at the time because that's exactly what we do. That's exactly what we did back then. I mean, the Yankees have a fucking they having a squad that it was like I don't think I ever seen moving forward a team like the Yankee has that those couple of years 2003 2000 like they was bomber like they was really bomber like it was scary. Like I remember this one game out of those three games that we lost that it was like fireworks. Like they hit like I mean they never got to first, but it was second, third, and home. Second, third, and home. They have they have a team that wow, and we were able to bounce back. I mean, it was we have high confidence level, but we also have good chemistry. We also have good things going on in the clubhouse. We have players like Kurt Schilling, who I saw getting a surgery in the training room. I saw that with my own eyes. Like when I heard people talking about the bloody sauce, and I heard what people had to say about it, I laughed my ass off because I saw the doctor practicing, basically just doing a surgery on him in the training room. I saw that nobody told me about it. I saw it with my own eyes. And this dude was out there pitching a couple of days later in that rainy, cold weather. I don't know how in the hell he did it. But that was the type of thing that it was in the clubhouse that motivated us to, go out there and fucking do it for New England. But we also had the most incredible fan base that basically started building up. Because after the 2003 season, the 2004 it was basically a sold out. Because we give them hope, you know what I'm saying? And the fan base, I mean, Eddie, you know how sport is up in New England. I mean, the fan base over there is incredible, and that was big part of the motivation that we had to go out there and whoop that ass.
But David, you're saying Julian knows. Julian came into a team like he was in the second half of a New England dynasty. You guys hadn't won since 1919. So, baseball, different sport, different fan base. There was this hunger to win. When you're down 3-0, is there a part of you that's like, this Yankees offense is stacked? We're fucked?
No.
Or do you believe like we're going to win this?
They're taking the Mama Juana shots. They're taking fucking Mama Juana shots.
That's a good one right there. Even if I tell you that yes, it's not because we beat your ass.
Exactly.
Well, I know the result. I'm saying, how did you feel in game
Like
4?
the history, the history is rolled down. The Red Sox in 2004 bounced back after the 3-0 and whooped the Yankees ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it was no fear. Yeah, we know we were playing against some bad motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But who cares? You already dead. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Can only go up.
Die again?
Can only go up.
Were you doing the Mama Juana shots?
Man, I drink marijuana for breakfast. Yo, man, we have an incredible team, man. That really everybody was just doing something special for us to win, and that's what ended up happening.
So Dave Roberts steals. We pinch run him. And Millar, he gets the hit, hits him in. Take us back. You guys get into extra innings. And then the 12th, Big Papi comes up. We're not thinking about home runs because Big Papi don't think about home runs, but maybe right here, Big Papi's thinking home run because Big Papi does home runs in these kinds of situations. What was the preset mind going into this at bat? I'm gonna end it right here. And we're gonna fucking get this thing started, or what?
No, I basically went back to my history against who was the guy?
It wasn't Gordon. It was after Gordon, whoever was in. Because I know Rivera retired you, I believe, on a pop-up. Prior to that, were you like, thank God Rivera's out and we're going deeper into the bullpen?
No, if you look at my number, I hit pretty well against Mariano.
You did.
Like Mariano was not a controversial bat. and I'm not gonna tell you that I enjoy hitting off of him because the only one thing that I like about facing him was that I know that everything was coming hard. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make up my mind, and I had quick hands. Like I had no problem hitting fastball. You know what I'm saying? But Mariano fastball was not the regular fastball that you see on a daily basis. It was a cut fastball, cutting fastball. So yeah, I mean, you have to face Mariano. Fuck it, what can you do?
It was Paul
But he
Quantrill.
was not a fun at
Paul
bat.
Quantrill.
It was Paul Quantro, yeah. Paul Quantro, who his son is pitching in the big league with Cleveland now. I saw that the other day, and I was very happy about seeing that. And but Paul Quantro, he had the front door fastball, who he throw it at you and come back into the play. And I just realized about it. I mean, like that's what I'm gonna looking for. And he threw it to me, which he was a good pitch. Like every single hitter normally give up on that pitch, but he threw it to me so many times that I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna stay on and keep my hands close to my body and try to drive it. And boom,
Boom.
that the rest is history.
Jeez.
And at this point, you win the game at 3-1. Did you feel the momentum switch? Was there a moment after this home run where you're like, we're taking this?
Not yet. Everything started basically clicking was when we went to New York. That was when I tell you, even when we went for the third game, our confidence level they were pretty high. And I tell you what, after we won the third game, we feel like we already won it all, and that's exactly what happened.
And then it's because it was once you guys beat the Yankees, we don't even have to talk about the fucking world. The World Series was this match. It was this series, right? Is that how we felt?
It seems like it. It seems like it. And San Luis know it. San Luis know that we was hotter than a firecracker. You know, like they know. They know that we were coming in hot.
Well, it's all about kind of coming together at the right time and winning 4 straight against the number 1 team in the AL.
8 straight, because then they went and swept.
That's right. And you swept the prior series, I believe, too. And then you just steamrolled the NL best team, the Cardinals. When you won in Game 7 against the Yankees, I was at that game in the same hat. And you ripped my heart out, David. As the Johnny Damon who hit the grand slam. I mean, how sweet was that victory?
It was great, man. I gotta give it to you, man. The Yankee fans are the only fans that come to me on earth. The only fans out of all the teams, the Yankee fans are the only people that come to me and be like, Big Papi, I'm a Yankee fan, but I respect you. Or I love you, Big Papi. Or, people, Yankee fans, while I play, I always respect fans no matter what they were cheering for. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to go to New York and take my time signing autograph, and it doesn't matter who you were cheering for, And I was doing that by nature, but people talk to me about it. Like, you know what? I always used to see you when you used to come to New York, taking your time with the fans and this and that, or when we used to come to Boston, and I always respect that. And plus that, a lot of people tell me when we used to boo you at New York, that was a bad move because you used to just bounce back and whoop our ass. We learned it the hard way. So I noticed at some point during my career that the boo wasn't there no more later on. It wasn't the stronger it was at the beginning. And to someone just made that clear for me. And I was like, oh, makes sense.
You, Big Papi, you were like, it's very similar to how Boston fans feel about Jeter. He's a likable guy. You respect his accolades. And I could honestly say this was before I was even with Boston. And this was like my introduction to Boston, New York. That you were, I was on the West Coast. I was a little West Coast kid, and I loved Big Papi just because you were a lovable dude that came up when high pressure situations. Like that's what
That's right.
That's what people will always respect and remember you by. Now, this game and this series has been documented, and there's been documentaries, fucking books. I mean, we did the research. You could find anything. Tell me something that wasn't documented in all this bullshit. I need to hear something good. Give me something that people don't know about this.
You know what? The game is, I think pretty much it's out there. Everything pretty much is out there, But coincidentally, the other day I'm in a hotel. I'm at the Encore, and no bullshit. I was in Philadelphia. It was either Philadelphia or San Diego. I can't really remember. The thing is that I'm coming down in an elevator, and this Yankee fan, was talking shit about my boy Aaron Judge, and he's talking to another guy on the elevator, but it was when Aaron Judge had like 7 strikeouts in a row, right? How they were booing the shit out of him in New York and this and that. And he's talking to this guy, but he know who I am, and he want me to hear what he had to say. And this is what I told him. I was like, "Hey, have you ever taken a minute to picture the Yankees lineup without Aaron Judge next year?" And the motherfucker stayed quiet for a minute. And I told him, "You guys, as a fans, need to understand that whoever take that field wanna get things done. I never got booed at Fenway Park, and that's why I ride and die with those fans. I know that not everyone ran the same luck. You know what I'm saying? But as special I was, and I still be for Boston, I think a guy like Aaron Judge is at that level. But the minute you see that the guy cool off, you're gonna boo his ass when you know that he's the best player on earth. That say a lot about you Yankee fans.
I'm not booing Aaron Judge. I
Well,
love Aaron Judge. Whoever these
that
Yankees
that
fans
that that,
were,
that's not what you see on TV.
well, I hear what you're saying.
Aaron Judge, the minute he cool off, even during the regular season, he get the biggest boo. And let me tell you, as an athlete, you would take that from the opposition when you go to their places. But when you get that shit at home, bro, it's not good.
I think you're right. And all I heard was that Boston legend David Ortiz says the best player in the world is Aaron Judge, a New York Yankee. That's what I took from that. Best in
I
the
said right
world.
now,
Yeah.
it's him and Otani.
But you said Aaron Judge, so we're going to run that. Aaron Judge is the best player in the world.
Well, you better pay him.
They
That's what you
bet.
need to do.
Hey, man.
Otherwise, he be swinging. Otherwise, he be hitting for the Mets next year, or maybe Boston. You never
Don't
know.
say that to me, dude.
Never know.
Aaron
I'm
Judge
telling
better.
you.
But you're right. You make a good point. I think New York fans are very tough. And I think, we saw in the 90s, Patrick Ewing got booed unfairly. I think we got to support our guys. So I'm with you. I think we should be cheering Aaron Judge.
You need to know on what part of the crowd you want to be. That's what you need to know. That's
Just like Zimmerman, you can't cross the line.
you can cross the line, bro. You gonna boo the only guy that you are depending on? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm with you, man. What was your
I
reaction?
know you guys are stupid in New York, but not. I never thought it was that much.
You're dropping wisdom, man. You're right.
Bro, you booing your hero.
I'm not.
Stop booing your hero,
Bro,
Sam.
you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know.
You're not the only one at the stadium.
Papi.
What was your reaction when Nomar got traded?
When Noma got traded, it seems like it was needed. Even if that's my boy, thing changed for good. The thing is that you can have when he got traded. Remember, it was in the middle of the season, and what ended up happening? We end up winning the World Series. He has a distraction, and he was creating a distraction. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? He was chasing his contract, what I got no problem with. But at the same time, we were trying to win a World Series. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like the thing was in contra with what was going on. They make that move, and it looked like they were right. Don't you think?
I mean, it looked pretty damn good after going down 3-0 and coming back. Yeah, they look good. The results look good.
And I tell you what, they went and get the piece that we really need. A guy who basically came in, played good defense. He wasn't a home run hitter, but he was really good at moving, running over, and doing his thing, and that helped us to win a World Series. Look, man, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good I am. If I don't win, who cares? You guys are talking to me right now because I'm a fucking winner.
That's why I love you. You're a winner.
If you don't fucking win, it doesn't matter. Personal number don't matter. Personal number don't fucking matter. What matters is win. You're gonna remember every single motherfucker that was in the 2014, 2007, 2013, 2018. Yes, because what? Guess what happened?
Win.
We won.
No one remembers second place.
Edelman, right there. You know why you're gonna remember him? Because he will pass and won. You know how many great baseball players went through the Red Sox that nobody remember them? Because guess what? They never won. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Speaking of winners,
Winner, chicken dinner, homie.
Speaking of winners, you played alongside another winner, one of the great power hitters of this era, one of the great hitters of this era, Manny Ramirez. Any great Manny stories? Anything you learned from him?
Oh, I learned a lot of things from Manny. Manny was one of the best hitters I have ever seen in my life, you know. But Manny, he got his own way to do things, and that was him. Boy, great human being, good guy, hard working motherfucker, man. Because let me tell you, Manny wants you to believe that he was lazy, wants you to believe that he wasn't into it, but numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying?
What was he doing in the Green Monster all the time? I just always remember he was always.
Exactly.
What's my guy doing?
He was his own. He had his own personality, man. I'm telling you, that was hard. That was hard to fight. That was hard to fight, but that's exactly how he was.
What about Pedro?
And
what was Pedro like?
No, Pedro was more down here. Pedro was more simple when it comes down to personality. Pedro just like having fun, but I thanks both of them a lot because I learned, part of myself that I don't know until I start, watching their work ethic and the way they go by the business.
Now, what was the bigger celebration after the ALCS or the World Series?
The biggest celebration.
After you got past the Yankees because you guys knew you were going to win against the Cardinals, or?
No. We don't know we were going to win. I mean, it doesn't matter what I tell you guys right now. You don't know what's going to happen. Baseball is very unpredictable. Yeah, we went in and we whooped them. Yeah, that's fine, but we know we're playing against a great team. No, you got my boy Albert Pujols on that team. You got my boy Molina on that team. You have, let me see what else I can remember for that ball club. Wainwright, the nasty breaking ball. I mean, I can tell you tons of players that were in the ball club that made them be who they were. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know. We know that we play a great series against the Yankees, but we don't know that we're going to turn down to be like that. We just went in, hot as a firecracker, and we swept them. By
Any crazy party stories from when you won?
we was doing the warm in the room.
You were doing the worm, Big Papi?
You gotta see my big old ass doing the warm in the room. I did a few times, and they went, no, stop. We got another series to go. Stop.
Now, Boston's title town, and I remember when anytime you guys won, or the Bruins won, or the Celtics won, it like motivated us. Like we had to pull our end of the string. Did you guys ever feel that with the other teams winning?
I gotta say that was the best era of sport in New England those past 2 decades, and it was because of it. It was because of what you just said. Watching you guys win, watching the Celtics win, watching the Bruins win, that was a motivation.
It's
We
competition.
had the really good competition going on in town. The guys did it. Fuck it, let's go at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, being a New England fan of sport, those 2 decades had to be like the best time of all time because it was punching coming out from every different organization. You know what I'm saying? And the most important thing, we support each other. You know what I'm saying? When you guys win, Julie, we used to go there. You guys used to come to us. We used to go to the Celtics. We used to go to the Bruin. Bruin used to come. It was like a family thing. I used to love those things. I used to love just having you guys coming over. We going to you guys. I mean, it was a great time, great era. And the most important thing, it was fun because everybody was winning.
It was, I mean, you were such a clutch hitter. Yankees fans respected you because you were so good in the postseason. You were great in the regular season too, but not everyone delivers in the postseason. And you did. Who are other hitters that you think of as just postseason monsters?
Um, to be honest with you, I had to go to Bryce Harper. To me, is one of the most incredible hero of this new era that I have seen in years. Like what he has showed this playoff, bro, it is something that it's remarkable. It's something that you don't see every day, especially in this era where hitting is so miserable. Like I see guys hitting in the big league, and I sometimes tell myself, man, he's not ready to be at this level. You know what I'm saying? And you see guy like him performing the way he is. It's something that it's a special, bro.
All right, Big Papi. I know you got to bounce right now. Your son's about to take BP.
Yeah, he's about to do it. Look over there. That's him about to start hitting.
Tell him,
He
if he
got me
wants,
flying all the way down here to watch him.
if your son wants to play for the Yankees, I'm going to spread the word. No one's going to boo him. We could use some power in the postseason. So
Hey, listen, you gotta earn that. It's not just saying it. You gotta earn it. You know, and that's why I think my boy Aaron Judge had earned that. So
I want it
have
on
a
the record that we
conversation with
love
you
Aaron
Yankee
Judge
fans,
here.
people.
We want
Say
him to be a
what?
Yankee.
Hey, listen, I got to meet Aaron Judge once, just one time. It didn't take me long to love him. Like he really will represent that organization. But he's to me representing the Yankees. He's a Jeter level, personality wise. The guy don't show emotion. The guy is totally dedicated to his career. The guy just wanna whoop ass. I mean, he's a great teammate. What else you want? He just went for the record. What else? I mean, if I keep talking, I won't finish. I mean, the guy have all the talent in the world to be loved by his fans. So I just don't think it was right.
All right, we'll let you get going, but before you get going, can we just hear it one more time? It gets me so fired up. What do we say after the Boston bombing? We what is it?
This is our fucking city,
This is our
and
fucking
nobody gonna dictate our freedom.
and this is
Simple
our
as that.
fucking city.
It was an epic look, man. New Yorkers were Bostonians that day. We felt it too. That was badass.
We love you, man. I appreciate you coming on, and I can't wait to see your son. I can't wait to see the genes get
Hey,
passed down.
he's coming. He's coming. Dude's working extremely hard. I'm very proud of him. I mean, he's a good kid. He always listens to what I have to say. He always want to do things based on my opinion. And, I especially in the era that we are living, where the youth they feel like they got everything figured out. He listens. He's a good listener, so
I love it. I
that's why
can't
I'm
wait.
supporting him all the way.
You're the man, and I support you all the way. No matter what, whatever you
You're the
need.
man, Julian. You know that, baby.
You need
I will pay to
anything.
watch you running on those lines again, brother. You know that.
I love it. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you, Big Papi.
Hey, I love you, brother.
Love you,
Hey,
bro.
you guys take it easy, man.